Welcome everyone to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene, where we serve the hottest tea. Join me and my baby stripper voice.
And me welcoming you all to eavesdrop onto our uncensored opinions. This platform is used to inform, laugh, and potentially inspire others to speak out about things we may all be thinking about but are too afraid to say out loud.
And don't forget, babes, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Separating the white blood cells.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And they inject it all. I was gonna hit up and be like, do you guys have the salmon semen facial?
Well, yeah, that's very in right now.
Yeah, I kid you not. That is definitely recording.
Oh, okay.
Salmon semen facial.
Yeah. It's a different kind of jizz job on your face.
Maybe I need to get jizzed.
I'm used to both. You're gonna have to get jizzed on your face to apologize
You said
for you not booking this flight.
wait. You said babe. I'm gonna have to get jizzed.
I said maybe
But
I
it's
should get
salmon.
jizzed.
No, you said babe. I have to get jizz.
I have to get jizzed, yes.
Jizzed with ED. You know, she has to ask for forgiveness for all this trauma she put you through for this flight.
Excuse me?
Like a bunny, like there, like that, like this. It's just like
For all this trauma.
Only him?
well,
At this very moment, you seem to be the problem.
is that because last year I was the problem, or not last year. Greece, I was the problem. In Greece, I was you. I was
You
like,
know what? For the
so we
sake,
came
for all
away.
of us to remain friends, I'll take the fault.
For us to remain.
For all of us to remain friends and co-pathetic.
Because in Greece, I wasn't getting paid as well. Now,
And now you have me stressed.
I'm getting paid very well, and it's like, yo, I'm in the book.
It's like, fuck this bitch, go. Get the private jet.
Yo, like, what's up?
Like you're acting como que si usted,
Like
but
you-
you're gonna be sitting on the pilotos like.
Like, are you with it or not? Because if not, I'm
No,
out.
book with them. You need to take me out of the chat.
Like, oh,
Take me out of the chat, yeah.
shit.
It's gonna become just Croatia.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. Vámonos.
Okay. You want to talk about getting jizzed? Okay.
Yeah, we could get jizzed.
Okay. So I'm gonna say.
Well, we've done that. We've
You guys just on?
you.
I
We've
just on you?
no, not on my face.
I was like, you're into that?
Not in your face. I never.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Like I like.
No, I love it, but you just never said you were into it.
I would want him to do it, but it's a.
Marlene, she has a dark side.
Oh my god, get the sea moss jar.
She has a freaky side.
I was like,
So
She tries to pretend like, oh, it's just jokes. Ha 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 ha.
So-
No.
can you do me a favor? Can you turn on the AC?
She's with it. She's with the shit.
so I told Marlene that all the girlies this summer are doing anal.
I don't know.
He doesn't. He's not into anal.
Okay, but Marlene's a girly.
She likes to get her ass eaten.
Excuse me.
That's
the camera.
Marlene's a girly, and the girlies are doing
She
anal.
likes to get her ass eating, toe sucked. Now she likes to see when it's come on her.
Yo,
This is all. If you're watching this,
I need you to
Welcome.
fucking leave now.
welcome to our show. This is all gonna stay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's fine.
All that good stuff. That's what she loves.
You imagine I'm trying to find a new employer and
She
then they
tried-
just find this fucking
She tries to be-
episode.
She tries to be submissive. Or most of the time she likes to be submissive.
Cuando me dé la gana.
Okay, well, let's start before we have no memory on the phone.
Okay. Welcome us in.
All right, well, this is gonna be part of it. So, welcome. You heard the pre-show.
First of all,
The pre-show is always better than the actual show.
I just want to say that every time you come, we always chat for like an hour.
Yeah.
You came in here and stirred the pot up with my man today.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't need
Mm-hmm.
for you two main bitches to have me a little flustered. But we already spoke about the issues.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know, it needed to be done because you guys spoke about it. And now it's resolved. Call me a therapist, if you will.
okay, you're giving him more ammo.
Call me a therapist.
Okay.
Uh,
Anyways,
so welcome back to our podcast, guys.
what's it called?
Spilling the tea. We lost formalities. Like they heard us talking about getting jizzed on. Like we're friends. We don't even have to introduce each other.
me. I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't even have to introduce each other. No, like we're very close.
Actually, let me give a toe because my viewers love it.
So welcome back. So we took a week off last week because We actually had shit to do.
Yeah.
And, priorities.
Priorities, and I think we were traveling, no?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
speaking of shit to do, we were traveling.
Mhm.
You went to DR,
Yes.
and then I went to
North
not
Car-
DR. I went to Charlotte
You went to Charlotte, North Carolina.
to visit a friend, one of my best friends who I have not seen to visit her. I have not gone to visit her in like 3 years, and she's been there for 3 years. But she was planning a wedding in New York, so she came up often. So I just always saw her
Yeah.
when she would come to New York. Now she's married, she's not planning anything. I was like, oh fuck, like now I gotta go.
So what did you think about Charlotte?
I think Charlotte is great for people that are not me.
I agree.
I think it's a great city for someone who is not a dusty. She's living life. She's thriving.
But you said that there were some good-looking men out there.
Okay, so we're gonna have to break this down.
Okay.
My friend lives in Charlotte, but in the suburbs.
Okay.
So she doesn't live in Charlotte City.
Okay.
So when we went, she picked me up and we went to the burbs. And the first thing she's telling me is that she's never seen a hot guy in 3 years in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how come?
How come?
She goes like, it's just like not, Charlotte men are just not New York men. And
I agree with that.
She goes like, I haven't seen a hot guy. She goes like, I don't know what it is here. People here don't really take care of their teeth. And people don't really have teeth. And I'm like, this bitch is talking shit. Like, she has to be talking shit. We go to the supermarket to get, like, wine and drinks and, like, mixers. Our fucking cashier had one tooth. I'm asking my friend.
I have a thought.
I was like, oh, how are the twins? Here comes the cashier with her one tooth, like, oh, the twins no longer work here. Ma'am,
With one tooth?
Who's talking to you and you're one tooth? And then we got in the car, and I was like, you were in line about people here having no teeth. Why?
She was saying the truth.
I was like, why do people in North Carolina just are lacking teeth? Because I saw many people who they have a tooth missing. She did say that the insurance is not that great.
Yeah, I was gonna say
very
that.
expensive to get dental work.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, I don't care. If I'm living down there, if I need to get a tooth put in, I am taking out a loan. I am putting it on a fucking credit card.
Fly to another country to get your teeth done.
I am doing whatever it takes. I would take out a loan. I would default. I would file for bankruptcy. I am having teeth. You would never catch me missing a fucking tooth, especially the main four. Absolutely
You
never.
know what I thought about?
What?
That they're like a walking advertisement to dick sucking.
I know, but even how do you kiss someone? You just like feel gums. Like when you're like,
Yeah, but that means that there's no scratching on your dick. So I guess like they're great like dick suckers because there's no teeth.
Sally Ann from Charlotte's a great dick sucker. Okay.
I believe so, Sally. I believe in you.
Mm-hmm. So she tells me that, and I was like, all right, she really is telling the truth. If you're from Charlotte, please don't take offense to it. This is my experience.
And you witness enough no teeth.
Yeah.
I mean,
And if you live in Charlotte and you have no teeth, this is also my experience. Then she says, people here aren't that fast. They're not that like woke. They're not that like,
yeah, they're a little slow.
but they talk slow.
Yes.
They mumble.
Yes.
So I go to Nordstrom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm buying something.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is like, do you want a bag? What? Do you want a bag? Yes, I do want a bag. Before he even finished yes, I want a bag, thank you. Because I'm so New York. Like, speed it up. I go get a matcha. What do you like a matcha? Yes, matcha, thank you, ma'am. Large. Oat. She didn't even ask me. Oat milk, add a little bit of sweetener, matcha, ice. Like, please and
Yes.
thank you. She's like, okay.
I think that happens every time you leave a city or like New York.
They're so slow.
It's like when we leave our little hubs, we get exposed to all these like caterpillars, these little moths, and they're just so slow.
Yeah.
And they're just But I mean, even like in other countries, like I went to DR and we went to the bank with my dad. We were there for a fucking hour. I
And,
was so upset.
and he was taking out $5.
He was, yo, like it was not even that serious. Like we went to get some money out, and they were like, oh, you need to update your forms or whatever. And we literally spent 25 minutes waiting for someone to get to have like to sit with us from customer service.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what they were doing before then? They were singing happy birthday to another bitch.
See,
And I was just like, this would never happen in New York.
that's when I was in Colombia. There was a huge line when I got to the airport. And then the girls come in, she's like, ay, hay una línea, estamos almorzando. Okay.
Like that would never rock for us. Like
No, and they were just mad. Ay, estamos almorzando. Siguiente. Thankfully, I got there when like the line was moving, but I heard them. But I was like, all right, sis, like let me not interrupt your lunch at work.
what if you met a fine ass man with no teeth? One
Uh,
tooth.
what's your credit score, my love? Let's go to Wells Fargo. Let's get you a loan. Let's get you some fucking teeth.
Let's take this flight to get you some teeth.
I'm from Colombia. I have access to the best doctors. Take advantage of me. Let's go and get you some.
Some decent teeth.
Cómprese una cajita. And before you go to bed, you take it out and you put it on the nightstand. I mind my business and put it back up in the morning. But like, we need some
Some
teeth.
teeth.
Teeth are big.
And she was just, and the cashier, she was just like out there, like with her one tooth.
Like, riéndose. Having the best time.
And Olivia was just used to it.
Yeah. She was joking with her, and I'm like, oh. Esta tigra no tiene dientes.
She has accustomed to the southern
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle, which is fine. Which
Yeah.
is cute.
But we did end up going in Charlotte, like the city. Very nice. The hot guys are there because once she went there, she was like, "Oh, the guys here are hot. Damn, I should have came here when I wasn't married." And I was like, "Yeah, girl, you should." There was some, and it was like a grown and sexy crowd.
Ooh, I love a grown and sexy crowd.
Like there was like the aunties with the Mary J. Blige boots.
Ooh.
There was people our age. Like it was a good crowd. Even the white people were flying.
Ooh.
There was this one guy who wasn't like super hot, but he was like a well put together man, attractive, fresh cut, like nice button up shirt, jeans, like he had like some shoes, nice watch, de todo. We were like, all right, like that guy, not for us, but he's a well put together man. I hope he gets some girl here.
Yeah.
When he started talking, he also had one tooth missing. I was like, this man has a fucking Rolex.
Priorities, baby.
He's missing a tooth.
Priorities.
He's missing a tooth. I was in utter shock.
Wow. Imagine he would have like tried to talk to you or something. I would have been like, "Can we take your Rolex and get you some teeth?"
It's one. Like you could just do one. Like it's cheap. $3,000. What's $3,000 for one tooth?
Nothing. If
Yeah.
you got a Rolex.
Yeah, I remember it was a Rolex, but
Either way. Bueno.
So that was my trip to Charlotte. But you went to DR and you were texting me some very concerning stuff.
I text you. Well, first off, I went to DR with my dad, and it was very like YOLO. So, as you know, I'm a little bit of a type A when it comes to planning and booking. And
Stay there for the end of the podcast because we're gonna have a special guest right here. Okay.
but he was like, "Oh, like we're gonna go to your grandmother's house," and I was like, "Okay, if you're fine to stay there, so can I." So like, there's nothing wrong with it. So we got there the first night. I've never been there because I don't have that much of a connection with my dad's side as much because he doesn't like sometimes make the effort. So I was like, "No, we're gonna go. We're gonna have a good time, etc."
And every time, like, it always, like, you always lean towards your mom's side.
You always lean, yeah, like, or you always lean to like the parent that makes more connections with their family.
And it's more or less usually the woman.
The
which
woman,
is the mom.
yeah. So, But I love my dad. He's always been present and everything. It's just that connection of that extension of like him. He's not like so vocal about it.
Yeah.
So we pull up to the house, and I want to say like I am a humble ass person. Like if I have to like go through the trenches, then we're gonna go through the trenches. Like that's what it is. We figure it out. Do I love a more upscale modern stay? Of course. But so we pull up, and it's like this little tin shack of a house, and
The house is in Colombia too.
and there's nothing wrong with that. So I feel like there's different levels. There's the level of like the tin shack house, and that's it. Like it's just tin. Then there's the tin with the blocks inside. So, and then there's a third level, which is tin, blocks, wood. And usually the walls are wood or concrete or something like that. So my grandma, she's at the third level.
Okay.
But
High end.
high end for a campo. But I was just like very humbled. Like I was like, wow, like I really miss my shower.
What is a campo? Is there roads?
So it's depending on like what kind of campo. Like my mom, her like where my
And I'm
grandmother.
not asking to be messy. Like I am I'm a city kid.
No, yeah, you're city.
I grew up in a city in Colombia. I grew up in New York City. Like I don't know what a campo is.
So it's basically like a country. So my mom,
The
her
Poconos got it.
yeah, like the Poconos. My mom, my grandmother, when she was still there, her roads are not done. So like there's like the roads are not concrete. So everything is dirt. And like there's a litrina, so which that means like a bathroom outside with just like a hole, like that, or like you have the bathroom outside and you have to like have like a water reserve. Things like that. But that's how we grew up. I've been going to the art since I was like 11. So I've become accustomed to these things. It's nothing out of the norm for me. Like I enjoy being a little country. I enjoy being a little humbled. But when I got to my grandmother's house, I was like, wow, I miss my house. Like I miss like my shower head. And I miss like the floor, like not so much concrete. And like, why do Dominicans love to paint a wall yellow? So, and I slept with like a mosquitero, which is like a mosquito net. So it was very like humbling. But it was after like the first day that I got used to it, and it was fine. But I love my grandma. She's 103 years old.
Amen.
Amen. Her mind is still sharp. She was getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was getting up at 5 because the roosters would not stop fucking roostering. And she still gets up. She walks around. She makes her coffee. And I was just very humbled and very grateful to have that experience. But yeah, it was alarming to you because you're not used to these things. And I was telling him, I was like, like I don't know if there's warm water, hot water, cold water, because usually when you go to the country, it's just cold water that they have from the reserve. So you just gotta get used to it. But luckily, she has warm water, but
warm water is not hot water.
it's not hot water. And it was in a bucket. So like, we like take out the water that you're gonna use for yourself. You shower and then you use that water and then that's it. And then the next person uses like their water. So, it was like water in a bucket. It was very like humble. Essie's like never. Yeah.
I can, rough it.
I know.
But there's certain requirements that I need. I need a hot shower at all times of the year, the day, the hour.
Yeah.
I
You be showering
I take a steaming hot shower
in the summer.
every single day of my life. I have never taken a cold shower. Ever. Knock on wood. I went to a French trip in the Poconos. And the house, the boiler broke, and the hotter was not working, and I flipped the fuck out. I threw a fucking fit. I said, this is absolutely unacceptable. Like, there is no way I am going to take a shower in cold water. Absolutely not. It's not, and we have to go home right now. We were gonna go to the outlets, and I was like, I'm not gonna shower, and we have to go home. And we went home.
You went home or you took or you boiled some water up? I thought you boiled water.
I did, but it's just like not the same. So I went home.
I mean, that's up to you.
I have very prime needs. I need hot water. You know, I could do with a fan instead of an AC.
Yeah, I slept with a fan, but we're from the mountains, so like you don't really feel like that heat. And right now it's not like summer.
I'm a good sleeper. I can sleep in pretty much. I can fall asleep right now.
Yeah, you're a really good sleeper.
I can fall asleep right now in this podcast recording. So like it's fine. I need hot water. I need hot water. I'm like about to start crying because I need hot water.
Well, like I told you over text, this is not for you.
Absolutely not. It's
This
not
is not
for the
for
weak.
you. It's not for the weak. And also, like, being city kids and then going to the country, it helps that, like, our parents took us young. So, like, we know what to expect.
I've never been to the country.
Yeah.
And I've never have any desire to.
Yeah, like, it's just, it is what it is. But
Would you go live with the Amish?
no. Like, when I came home, the first thing I did was take a hot shower. And then I laid on my bed naked with a towel. And I was just like this, like a little angel. I was like, wow, I miss my bed. But, you know, it was a good trip because it reminded me of, like, yeah, like I live in New York City. I have my apartment, but I appreciate my apartment.
Yeah.
So it did definitely, like, bring me a humbling experience.
I agree. And you came up with a new love for, not love, but you came up with a new, like, I need to take time away to be with my dad.
Yeah, like,
or
it
my
made me,
sister.
yeah, it made me appreciate, it made me, like, be like, okay, like, if I can spend $500 on whatever the fuck I want, like, I can also spend the $500 to take a flight and be with my family or take time to be with my family because you have to enjoy them while they're alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. That's how I felt when I went to Colombia this year for the holidays.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, the trips for New Year's are on pause on my end. Everybody, feel free to do what you want. Like, go to the moon for all I care. But I'm going to go spend time with my family.
Yeah. And as you get older, I feel like these are things that you are noticing that are becoming more of a priority. Because when we're in our 20s, like, we don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, like, I don't even have a family.
Yeah, like, my friends are all my family. And, like,
Yeah.
I just want to go away with my friends. But it made me, like, appreciate my family more, my sister more, my grandmother, and I saw my mom while she was out there. She was being a little sourpuss, but that's another story. And it just made me feel more connected to my family. So it was a really good trip. Shout out to Santiago. And now I know where I got the pata caliente from. My dad.
Pata caliente is what, like,
Like,
callejera?
Yeah. This man, we used to get up at 6:30. He's like at 8:30, everybody needs to be dressed and in the car. 8:30 a.m.
To do what?
To be andando.
Like, where?
To like, one day he was like, I want to get mofongo.
Okay, go and bring
So
it back.
he goes, the best mofongo is in this area called Moca, which is one of our friends is from there. It's like about an hour and a half drive. And he was like, we're going to go to Moca today. And I was like, okay. Because he wanted like the best mofongo. Like, he just wants to be andando every day.
But why he gotta go at 8:30? That's not even breakfast.
He likes to be out and about by 8:30 because as Dominicans, you make a stop everywhere. Like, you make 8 stops before you get to where you're going. You make a stop, you get una leche, you get a shake de lechosa in the morning. You make another stop, you get a pastelito. You see that the person else outside and they have coconuts outside, you go and you buy a coconut. Like, he'll make like 5 stops before we got to Mocha. And also the DR traffic is insane.
And what time do you get home?
His rule is we're out by 8:30, we're back home by 9-10 p.m. the latest.
That is
12 hours.
12 hours in the streets.
Yes. And then he's like, and then we'll sleep and do it again. And that was my schedule in DR.
Oh.
So now I know where I get it from.
It all makes sense.
I know.
Oh, I would not survive.
I know. It was so much fun though.
Is there Wi-Fi?
I bought the international plan, so I was
Okay,
fine.
because I have to get up and scroll TikTok for an hour.
There's no TikToking. I mean, you TikTok. I know. I got on my phone, but then I was up at 6:45.
Okay.
So Campo life is like early life.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like
Okay.
no.
I I I
But
love you, but I don't ever want to go.
it's not for everyone.
It's not for me.
It's
But I
not for
think it's good
everyone.
that you're self-aware.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
Is you're self-aware that you know like I would not survive.
Yeah, like I was like, this is not for you guys. Like this is for me and like whoever wants to come and like can make it. Next time I go to DR, I would love to go to Puerto Plata, which is where my mom is from. But Plata City.
She has hot water.
No, it's like an area.
Okay.
And they have like beach clubs. They have all the beautiful beaches. They have
That's me.
restaurants.
That's what we're talking.
Like that's what I. But the thing is, like, I need to hire like a driver.
That's fine. We
So
hire.
so that's what I want to do next time.
That we hire,
That is
like-
better for you guys.
Yeah, we hire like they're-
Yeah. But yeah, that's not for you.
Yeah.
Campo
No,
life is not for you.
you have to be self-aware. I mean, I was watching this show. I was watching Yellow Jackets, and the girls get stuck in the wilderness, and then they.
I'm not gonna survive in the wilderness.
Oh, 100%. I would volunteer for people to eat me right away. I
Yeah.
would take, please eat me. Like, I'm not gonna survive. Just eat me. Like,
I'm not
save
gonna survive.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm not for that life.
Yeah, no.
But that was my trip, and it was great.
Yeah. And then let's address the elephant in the. Well, there's two elephants in the room.
Okay.
The first one is yes, I am looking a lot better. I threw a Botox party.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yes, I look so much better. I look so rejuvenated.
Yes, you do. You're glowing.
I threw a Botox party, my first Botox party,
Mhm.
and it was a success.
Yes.
Everybody was very happy. Marlene was invited, but she was not.
I was
able,
going-
She was not able to go.
Yeah, I went to a Reiki circle. Yeah, which that was great too.
You know, people like choose how to like relax. Some of us get work done.
And some people just like to disassociate.
Yeah.
I want to go, but I want to get a little filler on the top because let me tell you, I love my lips.
Okay, but you can't tell the injector what she's gonna do to you.
What do you mean?
Like you need to tell her what you want, but she can't tell her to only do the top because she knows better.
Okay.
Like just go inject your own lips.
What did you do?
So I got filled up here
Okay.
with a little bit of filler
Okay.
in my under eye bags. And then I got a second round of liquid lipo for my chin. Yes, I look amazing.
Did it hurt?
It hurt like a bitch.
Okay.
But
you got used to it already.
Well, my mom always told me a beauty's pain. And if you want to be beautiful, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I want to be beautiful.
So.
So that's what I got.
But you see it immediately, or like how long does it take?
It takes like about like a week or two. But then
Okay.
I saw my before pictures from January till now, and I was like, damn, I look like that. Nobody told me I look like that.
You look great.
I do, but now I look better.
You look a little slimmer here.
And then, like, being, like, now part of this lifestyle, like, it's so super obnoxious. Because now I start looking at people, like I said before.
It's fucking awesome.
And then you just start, like,
like he's looking at my fucking double chin.
you start making a list of, like, what people should be doing. And it's like, oh, they should do this. You don't need a lot.
No, I just need a little here, but
No.
I feel like I can wait a little bit.
No, you don't have, no, you don't have time to wait. But yeah, like,
The little meme when they're just fluttering their eyes.
you start looking at people like, oh, like, you should do this, you should do that. Like, why you look like that? So,
So do you look at like people on the train?
100%.
Do you look at people at work?
100%.
Do you look at people on Zoom?
100%. I'm like, why the fuck she got that face? With all the help we can get now, why you look like that?
Maybe she can't pay for it.
No, these people have money. They're just like in the house. Like, you know, like some of like the white people, they don't care about how they look.
Well, that's true. A lot of white people that are rich don't really
They
get
don't
into
invest in their looks.
They don't really invest in their looks or clothes or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can't relate. And the second elephant in the room, I am a new father. I have a Labubu. This is my child.
You have two.
His name is Theodore, but this is my favorite. I have a favorite child, yeah. Everybody has a favorite.
What happened to Petunia?
She's at work. She's working.
Okay.
But Theodore is my baby. Every parent has a favorite child. They just don't want to say it.
That's true. In this case, my little sister is the favorite. Michelle's the favorite.
She is?
Yes.
Oh, I would have thought it was you.
No, I'm just the more responsible one.
Oh. Honestly, when I have kids, if I do have kids, I'm going to have a favorite. And I'm going to tell, like, you acting up, this is why I love your sister more.
That's fucked up.
Well, stop acting up.
Not like our other friend. She doesn't have favorites between her kids. Just her dog is her favorite.
Oh, because both kids act up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, that's why you're like mommy's favorite to the dog.
You have to tell people. I do not agree with gentle parenting. You have to tell kids.
Do you want to yoke your kids up?
Yeah.
I think
I also want to
yoking.
I want to yoke people's kids up. In that case, we're gonna shut up this episode. Thank you for watching. Please listen,
subscribe, like, share,
comment, and whatever else you can do it.
Leave a comment on what kind of lifestyle do you like to do, or you're willing to do.
As a traveler?
As a traveler. Are you willing to only do like high-end modern, or are you willing to do a little struggle bus with the country?
Like backpacking?
Not backpacking. Just like in the country, like I did. Leave that comment.
I think they were
let
gonna
us
say
know.
no.
I mean, some people like to do there's people that pay for a more authentic.
Who do you know?
People that go to the hostels.
Who do you know that we don't know anybody like that?
What are you talking about? My whole family loves to go to the country.
I don't know them. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for listening to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene.
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform. Bye, guys.